Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Let's Open Some Packs. Today we're going to be looking at some decks of cards. Actually, let me bring them in here. Some bikes made by the United States Playing Card Company. These were made in Erlanger, I believe, in Kentucky. And then these here, which is why you're here, probably, these are made in Ohio. Now, one of the things about these, before we start, make sure you like, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll explain what this is all about. So this is, I've heard, when you're into cards, you hear the legends of the Ohio cards, and and I also got some Elite Edition here to compare them to. But when you're collecting cards and you're into Magic and you're into the way you start to care about how cards feel and things like this, you always hear of the legends of the Ohio cards, and you can see right here, these are made in Cincinnati. So these are authentic, and they got the gold seal as well, traditionally cut for the professional. I know some people that have actually purchased every single version of this deck, so they're kind of hard to find now. You can probably find them on eBay. Magicians really like them, particularly Magicians. And cardists. Cardists always talk about the Ohio cards. And you'll see that with, like, I want to say it's, there's another one, the Tally Hoes as well. But yeah, so I wanted to try these out. And these are just your standard bikes. So these are not only made in the new factory, these are made in the old factory. And these are, like, apparently better stock and stuff. So if you know anything about these, go ahead and put it in the comments. One other thing I'd like to say is these are supposed to be really good too. And I've heard a lot of people say these are very similar to these. So I wanted to give them a try to show you. And a lot of Magicians like these too, and they don't even have a seal. So they come right out. They're more for performance. So these are for the worker. And the worker being people that work at, do shows and stuff. One other thing, before I get started. So, I wanted to explain something about the factories. Actually, I'll do that while we're opening them. What should we start with? Why don't we start with red? I always like to start with red. Let's start with these. So one of the things you should know is I used to live in Chicago, and when I lived there, hot dogs are a big deal. People love hot dogs. And this cellophane this is old. So I think they moved in the 80s, 89 or something. They moved from Ohio to Kentucky, and yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about, because I'm going to try to keep this on here. I have been to these hot dog places, and there was one place in particular that when I got there had moved. Gold seal. And you can see the colors are different too, by the way. Look at those reds. And these hot dogs, and I want to compare the ink on the backs. Oh, this cellophane is really like, it's like, this is probably toxic cellophane. I'm going to take it off. So this hot dog joint, they moved from, so let's say it's similar to what happened with these factories. They had this hot dog joint that was across the street, and they were around since the 30s or something crazy. And they made the best hot dogs, and it was a factory. And they had to move from one side of the street to the other side of the street. And when they did that, they had to take all their equipment apart and everything and then move it into this new building. Everyone that started eating the hot dogs after that said they were never the same. They didn't taste the same. So there was something about this building, the air, the walls, the floor, the air condition, everything that happened in this building that gave those hot dogs a particular flavor that when they went to the new place, the new building, it didn't have that. So that's what this is what probably happened here. So everyone says that these cards they're never the same. They will never feel the same as they do now in Kentucky. And yeah, there's a lot going on there in these factories, just so you know. You know what? Let's get them both at the same time so we don't have to sit here and open the two. But I've seen this happen too with not only with bikes, with hot dogs, but with there was another thing. It was pizza. So there's another place where the pizza, the ovens they weren't the same as the the new place they went to. So the pizza, the customers started to notice. They had to like change the oven or something. Brand new oven. It was one of those, the ones that are like a big bowl, and you put it in, and then you put the pizzas like on, and it's flat. You've seen this before. I can't remember what they're called, but they had to get a new oven. And again, all the customers were like, "Your pizza doesn't taste the same. We kind of don't like it anymore." So yeah. So, and the reason I'm telling you that is because I believe that the factory, when they moved it, and the machines and everything that's going on in these rooms actually affects the paper. If you there's a lot of documentaries online you can find of people how they make cards, and the way they make them, they're let's do the blue separately so y'all can see some of the cards. I'm sitting here talking, but yeah. So these are the Richard Turner, by the way. I should have told you. He's a phenomenal magician, and this guy is yeah, he's blind, by the way, if you haven't seen his stuff. And he's unbelievable. This is a really cool card. I'm going to keep this in my collection. But let's bring that in so you can see it. So yeah, so there's something about the humidity. There's something about and they do so much in these factories. I mean, you got to check it out. If you know how. Look, I'm going to put this here, and y'all could read it if you'd like. Pause the video, and you could read it. Cool. So, and I'll do this too with this side so you can get a nice little view there. Okay, so these are supposed to, you get a blank. That's cool for magic. And I can already tell they feel really light, like crazy light. You get a joker here, and they're traditionally cut for the worker. So you get 4 extra cards. You gotta freaking be kidding me. These feel so good. People are buying these up. You can't buy these anymore. Penguin used to have them for like $5 a deck. And now they're like $30 a deck. So I mean, prices change, but you gotta be kidding me. Look at how I can do this all day. I don't know if it's coming in on the camera, but that is like smooth. Look at that. What? Okay. I'm worried about springing them, but I'm gonna do it. Yeah, they're okay. They need to be broken in just a tad. And should I Pharaoh right now? Yeah. I think they're in traditional order, but these feel amazing. So these are the Gold Seal, Ohio. Let's try these now. These are the Black Seal. So these are like, they're not special. They're just, well, they are special if you like bikes. And you get 2 different kinds. You get 2 ad cards, which, by the way, keep your ad cards. They're really good to practice palming. So you can, a good trick is to take a deck of cards like this, and or take an ad card and just have it in your hand all day. This will ruin the card, but you'll learn how to be like, you can learn how to pick up stuff while you have a card in your hand, and you can practice your windows, and then you can practice like other things, and this will ruin the card. So I keep all of my ad cards for that. So that's a little pro tip. They're not a waste. Oh man, my stomach is grumbly today. Here we got a little coffee going on. Oh wow, and it kind of matches with the set. Look at that. Welcome. All right, so let's see how these feel. And you get 2 ad cards with this. Like I said, keep your ad cards. You can practice with them. Keep your jokers. I always keep the jokers. You can do a lot of cool tricks if you keep all your jokers too. So don't use your jokers, in my opinion. Some people like to keep 54 cards in the deck, and they actually do cardistry with them and stuff. These feel different. These feel good. These are good cards. They're bikes. They're some of the best. That's why Carter Mundi bought them. Wow, these Pharaoh much better though. Like right out of the box. They Pharaoh really good. Like just they're good cards. If I tried this blind test, would I be able to tell? It's so subtle. Like when you work with your hands a lot and you're messing with these, like I play with cards all day, I can kind of tell. I mean, I wanted to do a video on stock because there's people that say, oh, they all feel the same. That's like saying all wine is the same. So let's do the blue ones just to see if they're any different. But so far, are they worth $30? If you're a collector, yes. If not, don't waste your money, because it's such a subtle difference. They're really good though. I mean, I'm gonna play with them. Like once I get off this video, I ain't putting them away. I love these blanks. Blanks are the best. Let's put the blank. Oh, we'll compare the color too. So let's see the color. Let's do the red first. Yeah, they look identical pretty much. This one looks a little bit. I work with color a lot, so I'm kind of a stinker, but they look the same, right? Anyways, you know, these, by the way, oh, you know what's crazy is what if I put the wrong, I'm gonna have to check the video. What if I put the wrong deck on the wrong one? Like I put the wrong cards in the wrong pile and I don't know. Oh, and I don't know. Yeah, these feel sturdier. That's one thing. Oh, my stomach, what's going on? These feel sturdier too. And these feel flimsier. That's what it is. These feel a little flimsier. And I don't know how if like I said, if I got the two wrong, I don't know if I could. Oh, I guess the ace might be a good way to tell. Let's find the ace here. It's probably in the front, isn't it? Yep. Okay, that's a good way to tell. So these are, yeah. So I'll put the aces up so y'all could see. But that's what it is. That's how you find the two decks. Can you imagine I put them aside? I'm like, oh, these are the best cards in the world. And they happen to be the free app ones. Like, why do they do that? Don't do that. Your box is so beautiful. And then you stick a big old free app on there. No one cares. Oh, bikes, don't do that, please. Please get rid of the free app sticker. We should start like a little, what is it called? When you like... Oh, that's cool. So I'm not even going to be able to tell which Joker belongs where, pretty much. So you see the Cincinnati there. They're the same, just making sure. So these two, okay, so these two are the, let's put you over here. I don't want to get them mixed up because I actually kind of do care. I will practice the palming. Oh, I didn't check the courts. The courts should be the same though. Yeah, they're the same. They're the same. Yeah, they're pretty. Oh, they're different queens. I was like, wait a second. Yeah, they're different queens, you jaggle. All right, here we go. So, let's do the blue. And I really wish they didn't do this. I really wish they didn't do the free app thing, you know? It kind of bums me out because bikes are the best. They're so good. And you know, if you're a magician and you're wearing a suit and you're all like classed up, you got to get you can't just buy a brick of these. By the way, a brick of these is $17. You can get it for $20 probably. $17 for a brick of these. Okay. I'll take that. Yeah, they're good to practice too. And they're the best. Everybody likes bikes. Yeah. All right, so ad cards. Remember, keep your ad cards. Don't throw them away. You can practice with them. And oh yeah, so the two yeah, so you get duplicate jokers with the Cincinnati. With these, you don't. That's standard back design. Let's see. This is one of those moments where I could. Oh, they look a little lighter, but I mean, it's like super duper subtle, right? Right? You see, this one's like a little bit cleaner. This one has more ink. This one, and this is the new one. So, and again, you know, because of the ace, which is good. And these feel really good too. I mean, you know, but these, I can feel it. They're more, and you can kind of tell from the dribble when I dribble there. Like, if y'all like my dribble and y'all want a tutorial, let me know in the comments, because a friend of mine's been asking me to do a tutorial. I dribble a little bit different than other people do. Let's see what the shuffle feels like. Yeah. Yeah, I could tell, like these here, you can really feel them on your finger. So if you're doing like maybe a double, or what is that, a triple? If you're doing like stuff like that, yeah, they feel very, very good. And let's see what these feel like. And again, get a brick of these, $17. One of these, this gold seal now, because everyone's buying them up, and the workers are, you know, like the magicians. And I know a particular one they just bought like all the stock from one place. This is now, you can't find one for $20. I don't think you can. If you can, that's cool, then do it. But let's say one is 20, you can get 12 of these for 20. So I would do this. And you can check Amazon. Check Amazon. Amazon has them. Not Kohl's. Is it Kohl's? Lowe's is what it is. Lowe's. I think even if you go to like a lot of those like not Whole Foods, the Sam's Clubhouse, I think has them too. Anywhere you can get bricks, like big like stock stuff. You know, where you want to buy like 1 can of peanut butter and you have to buy 3 gallons of peanut butter, but it's like $4.99. Those kind of places, you'll get a brick for 17 to 20. Since inflation, I don't know where it's at. These feel really good. These are great to practice with. Like I said, these are they're really thin though, which is also good. And yeah. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to put these back in the box because I don't want to mix them up. No, we don't. All right, so these are, yeah, these feel so much like, I don't know what the word is, flimsier, but these are great. This is a great deck of cards. I would recommend them. I'm going to leave these out now. These were done with you. We're done with you, free apps. Look at that. I can't shut up about it. I'm sorry, but it's a beautiful box. It's a classy box. Hey, I'm a magician. Free app. Like what? No, get rid of that, please. Does anybody even really care about the free app? That's a serious question. Does anybody really care about the free app? I don't. I've never used it. Maybe some people do. Maybe they're trying to break into the digital realm, you know? Okay. Let's see. Okay. Now we have... Oh, by the way, I have some other Ohio cards. I should tell you that I'm going to do with another video. Another video for B. I got some of the best B... some of the best B casino cards or something, they've said. Okay, so these here... Man, look at this. So when y'all see me wiping the mat at the beginning of the video, it's kind of a thing now, but it's real. Look at all this paper. All right. And I don't even get it all. All right. Here. These are the Elite Edition. Okay? Elite. Now, they look the same. Centering's really good too. Look at that. Ooh, they do feel elite. They literally feel the same as these. They're a little drier though. I don't know if that makes sense to you or not, but it makes sense to me. They feel drier. You get a double. Ooh, this one's cool. You get a double backer and a blank. Already plus, and you don't get. Oh, you do get duplicate jokers and they're colored. That's cool too. I like that. Here, let's see. I like the colored ones more than the black and white ones. These feel really good. They feel like thin crushed stock. Yeah. These are $6, $5 or $6. Good stuff though. I like them. I don't know if y'all can hear my stomach grumbling, but it is grumbling. All right, here we go. Coffee. Let's take a sip of the coffee though while we're at it. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I like these too. These are good. Feel good. By the way, just so you... Oh, wow. Those hearts are huge. They're standard quartz, though. They're not anything special, but for some reason, those look much bigger to me than normal. Oh, probably because I've been playing with another deck of cards that has smaller faces. Everything looks standard. Yep. It's standard bikes, y'all. Y'all probably know this. If you're watching this video, You already know. And these feel good, but you know, these feel a little better. They're probably the same though. I bet you these are the same. These are the same cards. But these were made in Ohio and these were made in Kentucky. And if I look at the ace, where's the ace at? Yeah, so standard ace too. From the other ones, it looks just the same as this. These feel really good. And they have no seal too, which is kind of cool. Because you can just open the pack and start like performing, and they fell. Did you see that? It was like butter. Okay, that's it. That's the video. As I draw up all the cards, I'm pretty stoked about this. Like I'm gonna play with these. I'm gonna break them in like crazy. I'm gonna break them in to the point that they no longer fan. You know, and I can't do a fan. I've tried, but yeah. So I'm going to begin a new video soon about the casino ones, because casino cards feel a little different. I like casino cards. They're thicker. They're good to practice with. And yeah, that's about it. That's the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.